Well, I wrote most of the material in the book when I was in grad school. We were talking about Allen Ginsberg. So when I was he went to Columbia and I went to Columbia, and it's where I wrote a lot of them, and also at Brooklyn College. And I think what I found is when I went back to school for writing, you write a bunch of stuff, and you kind of figuring out what are you going to write. And I found, like a lot of people in these MFA programs, that my youth was a subject that came easily to me, and which is fine, but I just found that when I wrote about characters in high school as opposed to other things, it just came out of me much more readily. And so I thought, well, why fight it? This is what I should write about right now. And it takes place in Palo Alto, obviously, where I grew up in the mid '90s. The time when I was a teenager there, and so. Some of it is based on experiences I went through or experiences people I know went through, and some of it's fiction. But what I found was that writing about youthful characters and teenage characters was great for me, especially at the time, because I found that teenagers we're going through so much. It's at least for me, it was such a confusing time, exciting time, sad time, painful time. And everything feels heightened because at least for me, I didn't have a perspective of the larger world. I traveled a little, but not much. So my world was contained in, Palo Alto in the suburbs. And so every little thing, whether it's getting your heart broken or a fight or whatever, feels momentous. And as a writer, that's great because you can get great feeling in small actions and small things. And so that's kind of how I tried to write the book and how I tried to, infuse events that are unspectacular with, great feeling, because the characters felt so deeply about these things.